What is going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. We're back at it again this morning. We've got an awesome guest, a repeat customer here, and guest to the Wake Up Legendary show. Friend of mine, somebody who is a great marketer, somebody who I've gotten to know over the course of the last year or so. We had our first conversation on Zoom probably about a year ago, just to get it to kind of know each other, as he was driving tons of traffic into our sales funnels, and I noticed his videos on YouTube and all this stuff, and him just kind of getting really good results with his marketing. So we're bringing Ryan Hildreth back today, and we are going to talk about what's going on in his business. And I'm going to tell you something he's going to lay out for you guys today, something that is so important. This episode is going to be one of the most important, I guarantee you. Not to put Ryan under the spotlight, but he can handle the pressure. One of the most important episodes I know that you guys are going to hear. So with that being said, I'm going to bring in our guest, my friend Ryan Hildreth. What's up, my brother?
How's it going? Happy to be here.
It's excellent. It's excellent. Nice. So we've got a lot to talk about. I want to jump right into it, because this is going to be one of those, I think we're going to have a lot of people tuning in. We're going to have a lot of people watching the replay. So I want to get right into this. We're going to talk about, as we've discussed briefly before we went live, we're going to talk about what you are currently focused on, which is email systems and so forth. We're also going to talk about some mistakes to be able to overcome sort of some TikTok challenges that, if you guys are marketing on TikTok right now, you're going to want to listen real closely to what Ryan has to say. Give us a brief, 60-second snapshot into who you are and how you got started in online marketing in the first place.
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Ryan Hildreth. I started off working 9 to 5, straight out of college, and I stumbled upon this whole marketing world. Took a few courses on, marketing, social media marketing, stuff like that. And as I was building my marketing business, I, stumbled upon affiliate marketing, which is currently what I'm doing right now. It's by far, in my opinion, the best business model that's worked for me, promoting other people's products, and, kind of jumped full time with that in 2017, started my YouTube channel. And, since then, everything's been growing wonderfully. Obviously, there's been ups and downs, and I'll share those with you too. But yeah, it's been quite a journey, and that's kind of where I'm at now, full-time online and working from home.
Yeah. And have the freedom right now to be able to move. You're in California. You've gone through some of the wildfires and the expensive taxes and all this kind of stuff. And you were just saying that you have the freedom to be able to go and look around, and you're going to go look at houses in Phoenix and Austin over the next couple of weeks. And I just thought that was kind of a cool little example of the freedom that this business can give us. I was in a furniture store right before, right as COVID was hitting. We were right in the middle of it, I guess. This year's kind of been a little bit of a blur, but this lady who was the furniture salesperson said that I was living in Dallas, and the company called me and said, "We need you to move to Florida, Sarasota, Florida." And she was up and moved in a week. And what quite the opposite, right? That's sort of the strings that you're on in the corporate world, that if they say you've got to move, you move, even if it's against your will. Whereas the opposite, this business, these skills afford us the ability to be able to choose where we want to live. And I just think that's pretty cool. I just want to note that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, creating your own lifestyle is something I've always wanted. I wake up pretty early. That's something that I choose. But the first thing when I wake up is not working. I love to hit the gym. I like to take my time in the mornings. And that's something that I had to ask myself before I got into this. Like, how can I create a lifestyle where I could do those things, wake up on my, whatever time I personally choose, and start work when I choose. And that's, the beautiful part about online marketing. And yeah, picking up and being able to move to wherever I want, different country if I wanted to, obviously. I'm not going to do that, but, pick up out of California and check out other places.
Yeah. So you started in 2017. You've built a great YouTube channel. We'll show that here in a second. You've done some TikTok marketing. You've built that following up to about 150,000, I think you said.
Yep.
You've got quite a few subscribers on YouTube. Are we up to 100,000? Are we past 100,000 yet?
So last time I talked with you, I think I just passed the 200,000 mark, and today I'm at 240,000.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Congrats, getting close to 250,000. Thank you.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah.
So you've got a pretty decent sized email list too, I would assume.
Oh yeah, definitely. At least a few 100,000 emails.
Okay. So, here you've been marketing, creating content. And what would you say that has been, if you were to kind of, because what we're going to talk about is how you've taken this year to reorganize and to create some systems that you realize that you didn't have, some organization in your business that you realize that you didn't have. Take us over in a nutshell. Give us the hindsight 2020 that led you to getting so many results, but then also what made you realize that you were lacking in systems.
Yeah. So when I first started, especially creating content, because that's most of my day is creating content for YouTube, for emails. And when I first started out, what worked was kind of finding a trending video in my space, like, making money online, and just kind of replicating that video in my own words. But as time went on, I found that, okay, well, it's harder and harder to find these trending videos to replicate, so I have to create my own. And then I was, just kind of all over the place, trying to create videos, trying to come up with ideas every single day. And I really didn't have a plan in place. And I think that's something, if you're just starting out, is something that you can implement, is just having a plan in place. And like what my plan is kind of, I go out there and I have a schedule. I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So obviously 5 videos per week it's a lot of content. It can be overwhelming for especially a new creator. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do 5 per week. You could start off with 2 to 3 videos per week, but finding multiple ideas in advance. So if I was doing 2 to 3 videos a week at first for YouTube, just starting my YouTube channel, I would probably find 9 topics, like 9 video topics, and kind of outline those so that I'm at least, 2 to 3, maybe even 4 weeks ahead. And that's not too much to ask. Like I would spend maybe 2 full days of work dedicated to creating video ideas so that you're ahead for, multiple weeks, and you don't feel that overwhelm of, just creating 1 video per day and trying to find the topic and then filming and then editing every single day, and that's kind of like something that I've been working on this year for sure.
So before when you first started, would you say that you were approaching your video creation kind of with like kind of in the moment, like you were, okay, it's whatever, 10 a.m. Let's just call it 10 a.m. I'm pulling up to my computer. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go on to YouTube. I'm going to start scrolling to find inspiration. And I'm going to try to find a video that is trending that I can model either the topic or the style. And I'm going to then begin sort of the process of outlining or planning the best that I can how I'm going to shoot that video. And then I hopefully shoot that video that day, sort of begin editing. Is that would that describe accurately kind of how you approached marketing, content creation in the beginning?
Yeah, that was the exact approach. And it was the same for my email broadcast and everything like that. So that approach at scale doesn't work, especially if you're trying to, really get big results. It's too like putting out fires all the time. You just feel like, and if one thing goes wrong, maybe, I don't know, you get like a flag on one of your YouTube videos, or you get, your email autoresponder stops working and your integration is messed up. That could be overwhelming, because that interrupts your workflow. But if you're ahead, getting ahead is kind of the thing that I'm preaching, is because when those things come up, you're like, okay, well, I'm 2 weeks ahead, so I have some time to spend on this emergency that needs, real time spent on it. So
Yeah. So let's walk through kind of now a little bit more in detail what your system looks like after all this experience of creating probably hundreds of videos, almost 250,000 subscribers. What
yep.
you've done is taken lots of, whether one wants to call it ignorance on fire, whether one wants to call it tons of just energy poured in, whatever, right? Just throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing what sticks, taking massive action. There's lots of different ways that we could describe this. Hustle is another word. We could describe it as just pure, unadulterated hustle. And at a certain point, after a couple of years, that hustle, there is such a thing as getting burnt out. There's also such a thing as, it's like, holy crap, how many times can I remake the same video? I can sort of do it in a little bit of a different way with a little bit of a different title. If I'm not properly planned, and you almost, and I'm speaking from my experience, Ryan, you almost like are starving for systems. You're starving at a certain point for consistency. So you have to think less about what you're doing, and you can just sit down and just do it. And it almost becomes repetition. It's just like, I already know this. It's kind of like a pitcher who's throwing a pitch. They've been there a million times. They're not in their head like, oh, how do I do this? What am I going to do today? It's just, they don't even have to think. It's all muscle memory. So,
Right.
So take us through, let's go kind of step by step. The first step you would say is taking time. And let's just say if somebody was at this point to where they wanted to implement more systems, is your process kind of starting on a Monday? Let's just say it's Wednesday, but let's just pretend it was Monday and somebody's starting with this process brand new. The first thing that they're going to do is pull up a Google spreadsheet, so they can list multiple topic ideas that they've researched and found other trending videos that they want to sort of remake, or topics that they want to expand on. Is that where you store those ideas, and what does that initial research and sort of topic planning process look like? Does it vary from what I just described?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely start with a Google spreadsheet. I think that's very organized. For me, honestly, I just have, a thick notepad like this and a whiteboard, I just keep it old school. And Monday is my administrative day. That's what I call it. No filming, no content creation on Monday, just idea generation. So Mondays for me as a YouTuber, right, creating YouTube content, and it could be for any platform. If you like to do TikTok, if you want to create Instagram content or whatever that is, for me on Mondays, YouTube is, okay, if I upload 5 videos a week, I definitely want to be at least 2 weeks ahead. So I'm going to come up with 10 video ideas. So that's Monday for me is email ideas and YouTube ideas. So I come up with 10 video ideas, scour YouTube, find the most trending videos, ones that are popping in my particular niche. And also, I don't spend too much time too, like thinking about, oh, is this video good or not? Like if it's trending and I click on it, it's catchy at first, boom, I'm going to recreate that video. So I think a lot of, for new creators as well, spend too much time thinking about, oh, okay, well, is this going to be a good idea? I don't know. Like they get this analysis paralysis. And for me, it's like 10, this has to be done in the next, 45 minutes, 10 video ideas done. And then I start doing my emails, and then I'll start my filming process. And when I do that, once I have all my videos filmed, send out I outsource my thumbnails. I never create my own thumbnails. That's another thing that I, implemented, is find a very inexpensive, Fiverr thumbnail creator to create thumbnails for you for $2 to $3 per thumbnail, and get those done with too. So that's kind of how my YouTube process looks. And then I upload all my videos.
So let's go over to YouTube and pretend I was a brand new person and I wanted to come on here and try to find trending topic videos. What would I do?
So for me, I'll try to find videos. I'll type in like make money online, and then make money online. And when you type that in, you'll see that a lot of different keywords come up. So you have make money online 2020 as a teenager, PayPal, fast with no money. And I'll make videos around those particular topics. That's a pretty broad strategy. You could hone in kind of more there if you did like make money online or make money with Facebook, or you could type in, there's this ABC method, right? When you type in F, make money, there you go, Facebook ads, Facebook pages, right? So you have multiple ideas there. So you could kind of do it that way.
How do I know when I'm kind of going around here on Facebook in terms of, is there any way that I can filter? I mean, I'm seeing some filters here in terms of upload dates. Do I want to concern myself with whether a video is a year old? Some of these I can see are a month old, 3 weeks old, 3 months old. I saw, 1 year old. What in terms of, when you use the word trending, do I want to concern myself with if I'm looking at other videos and what's trending with when those were actually uploaded?
So I don't pay too much attention on when they're uploaded, because these videos can garner momentum for three plus years potentially. So when I search make money online like this, YouTube the algorithm is pushing the most relevant videos to that topic right here for you. So these are the top trending videos for the keyword make money online. So these are definitely the ones that I would take a look at. And if it was uploaded a month ago or even a day ago, that's great that YouTube is pushing that to the top. That means people are engaging and watching longer than probably 3 minutes. So that's kind of what I would do there.
Now, I also noticed that I could filter short, greater than 4 minutes, greater than 20 minutes. Do you have any sort of other filters in terms, do you use any of these other filters here because of your videos are either more than 4 minutes or more than 20 minutes, or is there a certain time frame or length of video that you are looking to create, or do you just let it kind of happen the way that it's going to happen?
Yeah, so I don't use any of those filters. I just leave it on relevance, sort by relevance. That's just the one I use. And then I'm looking to recreate a video and you'll notice the ones that pop up are usually anywhere from 7 to 12 minutes long. So I like to create videos within that amount of time. And also, if you're trying to make ad revenue via YouTube as well, your video needs to be at least 8 minutes long to add in additional monetization features, meaning you can make more money with your video if it is longer than 8 minutes. So that's kind of the sweet spot, 8 to 10 minutes. You don't want to go too long because that'll actually affect your watch time. People will, if they don't, you want 40% of the people to actually watch throughout your entire video. And that's kind of what YouTube likes to see.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so we've kind of so when you're researching, like right here, I've got let's just go with Facebook because that was all Cash App with Cash App. Do you here's the with Facebook kind of results that I got when I make money online with Facebook. Are you going to kind of on a Monday, if you're looking for 10 topics, are you going to kind of try, are you going to try to stay somewhat on topic in terms of the videos that you create over those next 10 days? For example, various different strategies that one may be able to make money on Facebook, or are you going to sort of, is there any organization to the topics, or are you going to somewhat jump around?
So with that, I jump around because, if you stick with one particular topic, so the reason why I jump around is because I'm waiting for a video, like there's one of my videos right there. I'm waiting for a video to hit kind of I would say a home run. right? If one video starts taking off, it gets, 20, 30, 40,000 views. Then I know, okay, maybe next week I'll create another video around that same topic like this one. Get paid for 400 from Facebook Messenger. That one did pretty well. So I might create next week another video like that. But I like to kind of jumble around, kind of do multiple. I stay within the broad niche of making money with different ways, but I kind of, diversify and see which video is actually going to take off. Because if you just do make money with Facebook videos for 7 days straight,
Yeah.
that topic may not be trending that much, and none of your videos may take off. But if you did, 10 different ways of making money online, then one of those might take off, and you can actually recreate that video later down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to grab something just to offer for those who may, want to use some sort of a spreadsheet. I'll give you an example of something that we've started doing. So taking these wake up live shows and then turning them into blog posts
nice.
and then recreating the video later onto YouTube. This is sort of a way to repurpose this content that we're doing on the show. And of course, here is the wake up show. Okay. And I could imagine that somebody could use this same type of strategy with YouTube. If you've got the link to the video that you're wanting to, that you've got the inspiration from, you've created a headline for the video that you want to make, right? You've got any notes over here that you want to leave yourself just as reminders. And you can even go down here and create multiple you can create multiple sheets if you wanted to say, hey, I want to create a different sheet on the topic of Facebook. I want to create another sheet on the topic of TikTok, on the topic of Cash App, on the topic of mindset. So you had a nice variety. There's I'm throwing this out there because there's so many different tools on Google that you can use that are absolutely free to stay organized with. Obviously, Ryan, you've got your system, and I've worked off whiteboards for a very long time. But this is just another way to sort of stay somewhat organized with your ideas.
Definitely.
So
yeah, definitely. That's a nice spreadsheet.
So the research phase, I'm pretty clear about that. I'm pretty clear about your systems in terms of how you come up with topics. And I just want to remind everybody that, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of things that you're going to come up with that are original ideas. So it's just, if you're a content creator, if you're a marketer, you are an artiste. Okay. You're an artist, and artists from the beginning of time do what? They find inspiration. Maybe that inspiration is a nude woman. Maybe that inspiration is a nude man. Maybe that inspiration is a lake landscape. Maybe that inspiration is the beach, right? So just realize and remember that getting inspiration from other videos, content creators, things that you see on TV, things that you experience in life, all that is a form of getting inspiration for your art. And that's just one way to look at it. Anything that you want to add to that? Because I want to sort of move on now to kind of Tuesday, which is your filming day, right?
Yep. Yeah. So I'll add on to that as well. Like even when you think your idea is unique, maybe you come up with your own make money online video. There's probably someone out there that did it before you. So that's another thing with artists. Like, artists may think that, oh, this may be a unique painting, but someone probably did that maybe a similar style of painting before you. So never get discouraged about that. I would just say, get inspiration and, put your own spin on things. But yeah, to move on to Tuesday for filming, that's kind of when I tell myself, okay, today, I write on my whiteboard what has to get done today and kind of have a checklist. I think for humans, like, we like to check things off, and that makes us feel kind of accomplished, like we're getting ahead. So I like to have my checklist. and I say, okay, I'm gonna film 3 videos today. I'm gonna edit those videos and upload them. So that's kind of what Tuesday looks like. Tuesday is, filming 3, editing and uploading 3. And I do that for the next 2 days as well.
And the software primarily that you're using to do that is what? Screenflow, Camtasia, OBS?
So I actually use the free software that came with the Mac. It's called QuickTime Player, and I use the screen recording software with QuickTime.
I didn't even know there was a screen recording software.
If you go to File, press cancel on that.
Yeah.
And then press File. Oh, you have to open it again. So don't just press cancel. Don't click again. Press cancel, then go up to File on QuickTime Player. There we go. And then new screen recording.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I've been using that since day one. So yeah, it's totally free and it's easy to use because QuickTime just kind of saves it right onto your desktop. So it's easy to find. But yeah, that's the one I use. And then I also have my camera, a Canon T6i that I purchased when I first started as well. So just to film me.
Dave.
Yeah.
So bottom left of that window, click that little lock.
Okay.
Yep. Punch in your password.
No, let me get rid of you guys. I can't be sharing my password now. Oh, whoops. I'm screwing it
Yeah,
up.
but that one's pretty fun, pretty easy to use. So you don't have to download anything. It's already on your computer if you have a Mac.
Wow. Okay, I think I got it. Huh. Oh, okay. So I can kind of let me go back. I think I've let me cancel. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an absolute I'm an absolute tech idiot sometimes. I don't even know how to get out of it.
Oh, there might be. Or is it recording? Is it screen recording?
No. Click the stop recording. Okay. Now
yeah, there you go.
Now it's stopped. Okay. Let me come back to share my screen. I'll show you what I've done here. Okay, so this is what I just recorded.
Yeah.
Wow. That is pretty damn cool, dude.
Yeah, so and it's free,
yeah, I can do picture in picture too. Somehow I saw you had picture in picture there.
Yeah, so I actually film as I'm screen recording, I film with my Canon camera. I'm filming myself, so I get a nice high quality picture, and then I just combine the two in iMovie, which is also free if you have a Mac. So
yeah,
it's funny because I purchased the premium version. Forgot what it's called. It's actually called Final Cut Pro. It's
right,
like $400, and I don't even like using that. It's just too complicated. I like using iMovie. It's just very easy to use. So.
Well, and it's all about just what you're comfortable with. So
yeah,
I've recently realized that Loom, you can do a screen recording. You can do screen and camera here. And so basically you can record yourself. Okay. So I'm choosing, I want to do my entire screen, my application window. Okay. Now when I see this little one, okay, now I'm actually recording. So, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here with Ryan and I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube later. Okay. Boom. I'm done. Right. So I click that little green check mark. And I actually now can go right here, and you can see this little one. Okay, now I'm actually recording.
That's pretty nice,
right? Yeah,
I like it's how that has that little circle too of your face. It's not like a square. I like that.
Yeah, and you can make that circle bigger or smaller, right? And then you can come right here and you can hit download, and you've got the video. It's right there, ready.
Oh wow,
isn't that something?
That's pretty cool. Is Loom? How much is Loom?
Free.
It's free? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll have to check that. I actually like that better.
Isn't it fast? Circle.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's fast as hell.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
okay, I'll have to check that one out.
anyways, we've all got our own, my favorite out of everything is actually Screenflow. It's just kind of funny how we use different software. The point is that in Screenflow is $100. You have to buy it from the Mac App Store. It's similar to Camtasia for PC. Okay. But it allows you to record your screen and do all the kind of same things and have a little bit more advanced editing features. But the bottom line is that the way that you record your videos, if I'm not mistaken here, correct me if I'm wrong, is by using some sort of a screen recording software that records your screen and allows you then also to have a picture of yourself. And you find that to be the style of video that keeps people engaged the most. Am I right?
Yeah. That's basically it. I like including a recording of yourself too, because it's more personal. I know some people don't like to show their face, but over time, I think it's better to show your face. If you're, doing YouTube, eventually, you should, try to get comfortable with showing your face. You don't have to, but I found it to work the best.
Yeah. All right. So Tuesday and Wednesday, you're recording like a madman. You're going from your list. You're going from your list, which yours happens to be on a whiteboard. It could be in a screen. It could be in a spreadsheet. It could be on a damn legal pad. But you're recording videos. And how often are you stopping because you tripped up, and how much are you editing once you've completed the video?
So when I'm filming, honestly, like I'll probably mess up during the video maybe 3 to 4 times. But I don't stop. I'll stop myself from talking, but I keep recording, and I just cut out those parts when I edit the video. So that happens often. And as far as like editing the video, each videos maybe takes 30 minutes. If it's a 10-minute video, it'll take maybe 20 minutes max. So it's not too much. I like to pop on some lo-fi beats in the background just to keep myself because it could get pretty tedious. Like if you get bored easily, I really don't like editing videos, but that's something that I could either outsource, which is kind of hard because sometimes my videos will have like pieces, maybe a password that I have to log in and I need to cut that out. And I don't personally want a video editor to like see my password and stuff. So that's kind of the pitfall of, filming your own videos. But it doesn't take that long. So I like to pop on some lo-fi beats while I'm editing, and that keeps me engaged.
One more thing just that may help you if you're concerned about sharing passwords is there's a tool called LastPass. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I have. It's a Chrome extension. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever used it?
I've never used it. I had a friend that used it, yeah. Is it pretty? It's pretty good. Pretty helpful.
Oh God. It's a lifesaver. And the reason why I bring it up, not only does it allow you, it's also free. I believe I've had the free one, and I can't remember if I upgraded because of some feature or not, but it is a free tool. It'll save all of your passwords. It'll also allow you to share. So if I wanted to go and I wanted to share something, I could click this little button, and then it'll take me to a place that I can just, with a couple clicks of a button, I can share it with somebody and choose to either show the password or not show the password. The person that I was working with would have to have LastPass. It would prompt them to set it up. And then all it would do would send them an email, and they would click it, and it would automatically load right into their LastPass, and you could remove access at any time if you stopped working with that person. So just take it if it makes sense for you. But for those of you who also have those same concerns, and also like me, Ryan, used to have a big problem with keeping track of my passwords. I used to keep them in a spreadsheet that wasn't secure. And it was a mess. I was all the time resetting passwords. So now, me personally, our entire Legendary team, we all use LastPass, and it is literally, you talk about systems, brother. You talk about organization and also additional security. It's been a lifesaver. So just for what it's worth.
Okay. Is LastPass like if I were to use a different device, let's say my laptop doesn't have LastPass, can I still access
Yeah.
LastPass through my
Yeah,
laptop? Okay.
you can put it on your phone, brother. You can put it on your laptop. All you have to do is make sure that you have the LastPass app on your phone and the Chrome
Mhm.
extension on any browser that you're using, right? Desktop or your laptop, and it's all seamless. It's all in the cloud, and it pops right up, and it's real easy to use.
What about do you use like two-factor authentication?
I do with my Google accounts. Yeah.
Yeah. Does LastPass kind of LastPass just has your password stored there, so you can
Yeah, you
access
would
them
still
quick,
have
right?
to do any if you were logging in to any of your Google accounts, you would still have to do authentication. But
Okay.
if you were sharing that with somebody, you may consider turning that off and just resetting your password once a month or so, just to
Yeah.
and I believe also in YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, you may be able to set up. You might know this more than I do, but you may be able to set up manager accounts
Yep.
for people to be able to get in and upload stuff as well. So that's just another thing to consider. Just in terms of systems and organization, I know you're trying to scale, and and so we've had a lot of success with giving people access to our channel and allowing them to upload stuff. And pretty much, I never log into YouTube. All
Okay.
of our content goes onto YouTube, and I personally never log onto it. So um, it's been
Yeah,
we've had success with that, man. You know what I
for
mean?
sure. Yeah.
It does save you a ton of time. I mean, just quite frankly, uploading the video itself can take 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and
Definitely.
it's pretty much the same thing every time. I mean, there's nothing new.
Yeah.
It's a redundant task. So, all right, so you you are filming Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you've basically now got your 5 videos for that week, and so you're beginning to post those. I would assume, right? You're
Yep.
posting those. Are you posting one a day? Are you posting 2 a day? Does it matter on YouTube? Have you found does whether you post 1 or 2 or 3 videos in a single day?
I found that it definitely, for some reason, YouTube favors when you're like schedule out your videos. So I'll schedule at the same time every day. So maybe it's because just people get used to that. Okay, Ryan's video is coming on at 8 o'clock, 8
Yeah,
a.m. So it's just always the same when I
that's
schedule
great.
my videos. So I like to schedule them. It just, again, it's like checklist. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm ahead 2 weeks.
right.
And when emergencies happen, like last week, with the fires and everything, I wasn't able to film or edit, for 4 days. So, I already had my videos scheduled out, so I just pretty much didn't really work much.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
So you're basically taking these videos that are done. Actually, there's a next step, right? There's getting the thumbnail done. So
yeah.
are in order to get that done, does the person, what sort of guidance do you give your designer on Fiverr to be able to design that, or do you just show them the video? Do you email it to them? Do you send them a Dropbox link? How do they see? How do they know what to how to design the thumbnail for you?
Yeah, so again, I do the same thing as I do with my videos. As long as I have the title, I could give him the title, and that's kind of, he could design it around that. But also, I give him examples of thumbnails that I personally liked, ones that stood out for me,
Mm,
and I'll screenshot those and I'll just send that to him, and I say, hey, make it kind of like this one.
yeah,
Maybe a similar color, similar style, and he'll just recreate it. Yeah.
yeah. Do you find that I had Rupe,
Mhm.
as from Us Americans, Robert, on the show the other day, and he actually looked at my thumbnails and said, "Dave, I'd recommend you put less text on them." Do you find that less text, less words, it does better than having more words in a busier thumbnail?
Um, I mean, if you're looking at mine, a lot of them have a lot of text. I mean, if you
Yeah,
do the filter to most popular, we could just see kind of what that looks like. Most popular. So I guess my most popular video only has what, four words, paid in 30 seconds. So, I mean, I would just keep it simple. I wouldn't say like, how to start affiliate marketing as a beginner in 2020. I think that's way too much. Maybe you could say like, $300 in commissions this month or something.
Well, I think it's clear your top videos have the least amount of words that you could probably possibly use.
Yeah, it's usually like two to five max words.
Yeah.
Sometimes not very many.
Okay.
Yeah. So
cool. So so now you've got the videos scheduled. And they're basically scheduled to post. That's important. That's an important piece that I think we should point out. Same time on the same days every week, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Same time, same days, every week. And I think just having that consistency in your, business is, it's a good thing. It's going to show later on. You're going to see the results from today's video that you uploaded maybe 3 to 4 months down the road. It's not going to be overnight. But with that consistency, you'll see the growth. Yeah.
All right. So now we move into this place to where we've got email. So you said that was a big piece. You've got this big email list that you've built up, whether you've got an email list of 20 people or 200,000, you should be emailing, right? Ideally. But maybe not. Tell us how do you interact with your email list? How does that play a part into your content creation and your marketing game plan?
Yeah, so I think email is it's a good follow-up. It's a good like, hey, you watched my video, you clicked into my funnel, you potentially want to purchase my product or the product I'm promoting. So I like to have a sequence of at least, minimum 30 days. Like I like to follow up with people for 30 days straight, have a conversation with them. My first 2 emails are it's a conversation piece. I tell them a little bit about my story. I don't like to, sell them right away. Just kind of reminding them who I am, give them a story. And then in that 3rd email, I'll go ahead and say, hey, have you jumped into, Legendary yet? Or have you jumped into this? So that's kind of how I do it. And then I also like to provide social proof, like have an email with people that have gotten results with the product that you're promoting. So I like to throw that in there too.
Now, so are you, every time a new video on YouTube is uploaded, are you emailing that to your list or no?
No, I don't personally email my list with my YouTube videos. Honestly, because I don't want to affect my watch time on my YouTube channel. Now, if I was a new creator, I definitely would. You definitely need that momentum. But for me, like I don't need that momentum because I'm already getting, a couple thousand views in the first few hours. So I don't really need that momentum there. I found that people, when you email and people click and then they're like, okay, I'm not interested in this video. They watch it for 10 seconds. That'll affect your view duration on YouTube. So for me, because of where I'm at in the game, I have to pay attention to those things. Now, if you're new, you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then I would definitely email your list with your videos.
Perfect. So, so watch time is one of those things that affects how Google ranks your video. They want to put videos, and we've got to think about this from a common sense standpoint. They're not, manually watching every video. So they're tracking how long are people watching this video. And if they're watching it from the beginning to the end, that tells Google, ooh, that's an interesting video. This is obviously a video that's matching this particular search term. It matches it perfectly. So the longer the watch time, the higher up you're going to rank for that particular search term or that search phrase. That makes perfect sense. What other parts of the system that you've sort of created for yourself now, and kind of what your daily or weekly method of operation, what have we left out up until this point?
Just like, I guess, administrative stuff, like, the emails, creating the email content. Like I'll dedicate. So after I'm done, I usually spend 3 days for YouTube, and I try to spend at least 2 days for, okay, let's focus in on like my email marketing for my affiliate business. Let's focus on the funnels, and just dedicating 2 days solely for a different purpose. And that's kind of, you know, how I've differentiated, because before it was YouTube every single day and peppering in, okay, I'm going to kind of work on my emails today and tomorrow and the next day. And it doesn't work for me personally. I have to dedicate a full day to that task.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of, you know, where that's been, you know, TikTok, that's a whole nother story. Is like, TikTok was taking a lot of time too. I grew it from 0 to 150K in like 2 months. But
what's your TikTok? We've showed everybody there for like an hour. So they know what your YouTube channel looks like. What is your TikTok handle?
I think it's just Ryan Hildreth. It should just be Ryan Hildreth. Yep.
Got it. Yeah, tell us about, give us your experience. So here's a guy who has built a channel, a huge channel, and has learned some lessons along the way. So give us that wisdom, brother.
Yeah, so TikTok, I mean, I can't complain about the platform. It's amazing. You know, when I first started, I didn't really tell anyone. I didn't tell my YouTube subscribers. I didn't tell any of my friends, nothing. I just said, okay, let's see how big I can get this, until people are like, hey, oh, I saw you on TikTok, you know? So I grew it from 0 to 150K in 2 months, posted about twice a day. You know, and I did mostly kind of like make money online I did posts that were a preview of my YouTube video. So, and I threw in some political posts there too, because there was a lot of, that was a trending topic. So I was like stimulus checks, talking about that. I peppered in a few other trending topics like Elon Musk, as you could see there, a rapper 6ix9ine, you know, just to throw that in there, see if it would get some momentum. But mostly previews of my YouTube video. And actually for a while, I didn't have my link. I didn't have a link in my bio to Legendary, because what I wanted people to do was see my TikTok video and click straight over to my YouTube channel. So that I just had, TikTok was a lead generation to my YouTube videos, because I know that if they watch my YouTube videos, they're engaged. They're probably watching longer than 3 minutes. These are 15-second videos. And they're more likely, if I talk about Legendary, if I talk about affiliate product, they're more likely to, you know, purchase it or even investigate it further. So TikTok was more of a lead generation platform for me, not a, you know, direct marketing. Like I just want to sell them on a product. It was more like, hey, give it a little value, show them the complete video, click over to my YouTube channel, tap the YouTube button to learn. And yeah, and it was great. I mean, you know, I had a record month in commissions, literally the second month that I started TikTok. And it definitely helped my YouTube channel. I was growing like, you know, over 1,000, sometimes 2,000 subscribers per day. And that was from TikTok for sure. Now I did hit a roadblock with TikTok, and that's why I haven't uploaded in a while, because, you know, you'll hear about this whole shadow banning thing and this and that. Some of my posts were getting, you know, it would get flagged as like spam or something like that. Maybe because I talked about money. You know, sometimes that is a, you know, a more risk topic, like high risk topic. None of, like, I feel like Facebook and most of the platforms, they don't like people talking about money. So, and I knew that going into it. I don't know why they don't want us talking about money. So a couple of my posts got flagged, and what I did was I deleted the video. And I guess that is something that you do not want to do on TikTok. Do not delete your videos, even if you think, oh, well, if I delete it, it'll take the flagged video off. My profile will be you know, clean, right? When I did that, I deleted maybe 4 videos. I noticed my posts stopped ranking in the For You page. So, and then I was like, weeks on weeks on weeks trying to post, and they weren't going viral. They weren't hitting the For You page where you're reaching a new audience.
Yeah.
So I just stopped. I said, you know what, I'm just going to take a break, focus on the platform that's been working for me, which is YouTube. But I later figured out that there's ways to get your profile back if you do get shadow banned. Is one of the methods is go live for 7 days straight, while simultaneously posting at least one post per day. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it out just to verify if that works.
Yeah, and that would make sense, right? Because why would any platform kind of ban you or whatever? And it would be because they think you're either, you know, you're creating content that's misleading or whatever, or that you're not real, that you're like a bot or something.
Right.
So going live, that makes sense that would bring it back. We had Daryl Gray Jr., young kid out of Dallas on the show last week. And he goes live every day from his TikTok channel, every day, and just answers questions and just nothing fancy. Holds his phone up to his computer and just kind of, does it super low key, super low tech, and that seems to be working really well. Just adding that additional live element. I mean, I think that adding a live element into your business, your marketing plan, is always a good idea. Some form of live, whether it's, live webinars are great to sell stuff, are great to do promotions with, a lot of big kind of hype leading up to the webinar. And then on the webinar, value and offer with some sort of this deadline, this is going to end at a certain time. It's a great way to sort of bring climax to your promotion. But I mean, the best way to build, a bond and trust with your audience, which I think we all need more of, is to go live, in my opinion. And I don't particularly know that it matters, when you go live, how often you go live. I don't know if the consistency thing is that important with going live. I mean, it's kind of our main content strategy here, but yeah, I think that everybody. And the other thing about going live, for those of you, this is speaking to all of you who are listening, which, by the way, is this not incredible information? Like, let's show a lot of love to Ryan, because, if we don't, he may not come back and keep spilling all the beans for us. You know what I mean? But for those of you who are new, for those of you who are trying to figure out, how do I get better at communicating? How do I get better at just my messaging and so forth? Going live, it's Ryan, you gotta just keep talking. You know what I mean? You can't stop talking. You can't be like, oh shit, you gotta keep talking. So, it helps you sort of get out of your own way. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't do it, because it's scary in that way. We always want to have a way to sort of backpedal, and sort of clean up our messes. But it's a great way to sort of build the muscle of, hey, everything's going to be okay. Sometimes my rambling and my trip ups and stuff just make me more human. And at first it doesn't seem like that. It seems like the world's ending, I sound like a bumbling idiot. But then we realize that, really what I'm doing is I'm showing my humanity to people, that I'm a regular person, and they actually end up trusting me more. So,
yeah, 100%.
So, bro, dude, thank you so much for being so willing to come out here and just lay out everything that you're doing and how you're doing it and what you've learned. It's such a blessing to know you, to have you in our community, to have you as a partner here. And I'm looking forward to many more months and years of combined success and continuing to crush it, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Dave, for having me here. I like contributing to the community, like any experience that I've had and I could share with others and to hopefully help them, it's a great opportunity for me as well. So,
well, you did that, my brother. You did that. You did that. And we're going to turn this into a nice blog post and give you lots of credit for all your strategy, and then talk more about you in future YouTube videos and try to get as many people following your stuff and learning from you and buying from you and all that good jazz. So keep up the great work, brother. Stay safe out there with COVID and forest fires and your future travels as you look for a new place to plant your flag, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it.
All right, man. See you, buddy.
All right. Take care.
All right, my friends. Once again, we've wrapped up yet another incredible session with an incredible marketer. Show this dude some love, really, so he can come back and see how much we appreciate him just as a community, as a family here, for him coming out and spilling the beans. Now, I had to twist his arm before to no, I didn't have to twist his arm. That's the beautiful thing about these people. They're so willing to come out and bless. I see people here who are on learning. We had Victor, who was on just a week or two ago. I see all sorts of names on here that I recognize, both who have been loyal followers and listeners, and also people who have been guests on the show. So this is a beautiful thing. I'm happy to facilitate it, and I look forward to delivering more value tomorrow. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up legendary. Be legendary. Be legendary, my friends. See ya. Bye.